It's a little dark in here. What up, people? Come on up in here. Come on up in here. It's been a minute, I know. A couple weeks. But I was on Dr. G so last week, so if y'all didn't see that, y'all can go check that one out. But yeah, may only do once a week. So wherever you find me, once a week. What up, everybody? Zion the Great, what up? Jordan, that Shannon, what up, girl? Scotty Saturn, what up? Sophie, Rebel, what's that? Reload. What up, y'all? And y'all coming in fast now. Michelle, what up? What up, people? Kelly Young, Scott Lewis, Sebastian Shaw, John Ross, what up? J Dub. What up, y'all? Been a little minute. Hold on, let me see. There we go. It's a little warm in here. How y'all been, man? Out there in Hokey land. That's all you can call this place, is Hokey land. Welcome to Hokey land, y'all. We got rides, we got roller coasters, we got fun rooms, we got scary rooms, we got bumper cars. Welcome to Hokey land, everybody. Come on, step right up. Get your Hokey and enjoy the whole facilities. Everything is yours. All you got to do is get Hokeyed up. Hokey land. This is why it's called Hokey land. What up, y'all? That's what's going on. Hey, real quick, for the people, yeah, Land of the Dead, for real. We about to get into that shit too. But for the people who ordered packages, and you haven't received your package yet, just hold on. There were a lot of orders that came through, so I had to re-up on the materials. So I had to reorder books and cards and stuff. So those are on their way. So just hold on. They should be here in the next day or so. And your orders will be out at that point. So by the end of the week, you should be good. All right. So please don't be hitting me up talking about where's my order? What's the tracking number for my order? It ain't in the mail yet. Why? Because I don't have no books. Everybody bought out the books and the vaccine cards. So I had to reorder. So it takes a minute for them to do that. So don't be hitting me up when you order, talking about where my shit at. It ain't in the mail. It's being printed up, and then I will send it out to you guys, all right? And also on the deal for the vaccine card. So let's get this. So y'all are funny, man. So I said that I was only going to do this until the 7th, or actually till the end of December, and then, you know, PayPal messed up their coding on my account. So I was out for a couple weeks, so I extended it to the 7th. Then people were like, oh, I didn't see that video. I didn't get to it till late. So look here, man. Same thing. People, oh, I don't watch your video, man. I don't watch the video when you do it, man. That's why you got to come in when I do the live, so y'all can get, you know, y'all can keep up on the information. I understand that a lot of y'all, YouTube don't give you the you know, what is it? The notification. So I know you guys have, some of you guys have the notification bell punched, and YouTube is not notifying you. Obviously, that's come on, man. We know what that is. So, and I know I don't do them on regular times, but usually when I do one, it'll usually, just so y'all know, you can check in just to see. I do them all throughout the week, but usually the time is always 11:30 Western time. All right, a.m. 11:30 a.m. Western time. So I never do one on Monday because I'm on the Zowet show, but I'm liable to do one Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, not Tuesday. More so probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. is when I'll do them. And sometimes Saturday if I'm not holding class. So you can check it those times and see if I'm doing it because y'all know you don't get the notification. But I said that to say this because everybody keep hitting me up. Man, I didn't see the video too late, man. Let me get the deal, man. I didn't get the, man, come on, brother. I just want to get the deal. Look here, man. Check this out. While all you people talk about I didn't see the video, this is it. The end of this month. I'm gonna let this deal ride out to the rest of the end of this month. If you order the Great Book of Melanin Research on realnoggins.com, it comes with the police stop law package. Usually it doesn't come with the vaccine card. I'm going to put it in there for the rest of this month. That's it. Because everybody, y'all don't watch my videos on time, whatever. Okay, look. Now you can't say. You got what? I don't know what today is. We got like, what, 11 days, 12 days? All right. To the end of this month, that's when the deal is up. By February, I'm pulling the card out. You got to go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org if you want to buy the card after February 1st. You'll still be able to get the full the package for free with the melanin book, but the vaccine card will not come with it after the 1st. All right. So just so y'all know. So if y'all want that, go over to realnoggins.com, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, not the digital. Doesn't come with the digital, so the hard copy, and then I will give you the full package with only one deck of cards. You guys keep hitting me up talking about thinking you're getting 2 decks of cards. It does not come with both decks of cards. It only comes with one. You can specify which one you want, volume 1 or volume 2, when you order, but it only comes with one. All right, y'all greedy ass niggas. Yo, do we get on? Hey man, do I get that too? Y'all funny. So, come with one deck of cards. All right. We got that out of the way. So, I was off while this hit last week about the mandates. But I did touch on it on Dr. G. I touched up on it on Dr. G and the So What show on Monday. So, obviously, y'all know by now, Supreme Court said, boot, 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 to the mandates. But they, to half of it, basically they ruled in favor that you cannot, it's unconstitutional to force people, you know, these businesses to mandate their workers to get vaccination. But they did rule that the federal government, because the federal government, you know, when the federal government gives out assistance or whatever, they are allowed to place whatever stipulations they want in a reasonable fashion. They're able to place the stipulations they want on that deal. So if they say that you're required in order to get this, you know, this funding from the federal government, in order to get this, you're required to get, you know, the Hokey X. Then, or your employees are required to get the Hokey X. The Supreme Court said that they're allowed to do that. Basically, not saying that they have to force you to, they can force you to get the Hokey X. They're just saying they can put whatever stipulations they want in it. Excuse me, they can put the stipulations they want for federal workers, for federal healthcare workers, right? So that's when it went down. Now, that's still really not supposed to be constitutional, but the Fed, you know, as an organization, they do business because they are a corporation. Just so y'all know, the Fed is not a government, it's a corporation. Told y'all this many times. Delaware Corporation, 2 Delaware corporations, the United States of America, Inc. and the United States of America, Inc. 2 corporations. And they did this on purpose so that you wouldn't be able to, they moving the shells around. This is 3-card money, I told you. They 3 moving the cards around. Find the ace of hearts. So that's what they're doing. But they're a corporation, so they're allowed to create whatever stipulations they want in the contract. You can either agree to the contract or not. That's how contracting goes. That's what I've been trying to teach y'all. And when you take the status class, that's what I teach, is contracting, among other things. So that came down. The mandate, that came down. And who do y'all have to thank for that shit? Your boy, Orange Orangutan. You got the Orange Avenger to thank for that, just so y'all know. That nigga put in 3, and it just so y'all know, it wasn't him. The the Heritage Foundation. If y'all don't know who that is, go look up the Heritage Foundation. They're the ones who pretty much run the government. They've been running the government for the last like 30 some odd years, 40 years. They write up the policies. They submit the policies to the major politicians and they get them passed. And most of those policies are written up and pushed in by the Heritage Foundation, especially on the Republican side of the game. So go look them up. So they're the ones who basically they wrote up a list of judges who to pick for the Supreme Court, gave it to Trump, said picked out of these, and he picked those 3 and they got put on. And if it wasn't for that, because 3 or 6 of the judges, so six, you know, there's a 6-3 split on the Supreme Court. You know, there's 9 Supreme Court judges, there's 6-3 Republican. And those all 6 Republicans voted for the shit on the mandate. So y'all got that nigga to thank for that. Whatever y'all think of the Orange Avenger, you got that nigga to thank for that. And the Heritage Foundation, which is crazy. But that shit, now, what you're going to see, that was a major blow. As well, what was a major blow, which y'all don't understand, was Biden had this policy of Build Back Better. I know y'all heard about that, the BBB bullshit, right? And if you Google or YouTube a clip of the news companies or the news reporters, they're all there's a composite of all these people in the politics saying this one line: build back better. We have to build back better. From Obama to Hillary Clinton to all the news stations, all these people, we have to build back better. We have to build it back. We just have to build it better. So this is the terminology, right? This is the bullshit they trying to get you to fuck with. Build back better bullshit, right? So that's a part of the one world order. That's the code term for this one world order that they're trying to implement. You know, this reset that they implemented. The alternative or the code term for that is build back better. But Manchin, the dude down in Florida, that nigga dished that. He killed that shit. Or was it Manchin or one of them motherfuckers? Whatever the Republican in Florida, whatever his name is, y'all know the name. Y'all can find it. But that reporter, he shitted on that. He shitted on it, and basically that's why it was such a big. Oh my God, he downed the Build Back Better. That was because he went against the Illuminati plan. He went against the bullshit. So there was a major backlash on that. He went against the one world order plan. So this is what's going down right now. I'm telling you, it's a major fight for America going on. Y'all don't see it. Y'all think, oh, it's just these elites in control and they get to do whatever the fuck they want. No, they don't. There's some elites in control, and then you got this pocket of motherfucking patriots, American patriots. you know what that's a code for. But they don't want America changing, because America moving what they call the progressive movement, moving to this one world order, means they lose power. In the new world, in this one world government, you got diversity, which is the main thing. You got equality. You got all of this shit, man, between races, between sexes. Nigga, they lose power with that. Education, equality in education, all of that shit loses the patriots. They loses them their power that the system was created for them to hold on to. But they understand, nigga, this shit is crumbling the way the founders created it, because it was built on bullshit, bad karma, fuckery, death, slavery, all of that shit. It was built on fuckery. So, snatching, killing, stealing the land and all of that shit, that karma comes back. So they understand, they see the writing on the wall. This shit has to change, and it is changing. They can't do shit about it. They can't do shit about it. But kind of move with the flow and maybe try to direct the change to where they want it to go. That's Tai Chi. If y'all don't understand martial arts, Tai Chi is a martial art where it's the directing the flow of energy. So most people think it's a martial art, but it's not necessarily martial art. Martial art means military art, right? You can use it as a military art, but it's mostly used for energy flow, to direct energy flow in the body. And so how Tai Chi is basically used in a fighting art is when someone directs a blow or force at you, you accept the force, but you don't accept it necessarily into you. You accept it while redirecting it into a direction, or usually back at the person who sent it to you. But you can redirect it to anywhere, to a different direction that you want. Excuse me. Thereby, lessening the energy or the blow, the flow of the energy towards you, the negative flow towards you. So this is what these niggas see. They see the writing on the wall. America's falling. If we just sit on our asses, nigga, we gonna be dead. We gonna fall with this shit. So, all right, if it's gotta change, then we'll steer the motherfucker the way we want it to go. So we can still kind of have some power in this shit. So these mandate shit. So there's a war going on between the old guard, especially, and most of them are Republican cats. These major Republicans who had Caucasian power and privilege in this system for so damn long, they don't know any other way. This is the people who fight back against critical race theory and white privilege, doctrine of white privilege. There is no such thing as white privilege. What do you mean? I have no idea what he's talking about. I valet, bring me my car. Yeah, thank you, nigger. What white privilege? Huh? Thank you, nigger. I said thank you, nigger. So this is these motherfuckers who trying to hold on to the system the way it used to be, and they are fighting that one world shit. That's how they got Trump in the goddamn office. The motherfucker who wasn't even supposed to be there the day he got elected, he was like, "Oh shit, I won." Like, "Oh shit, nigga, I was about to start Trump media. All right, well shit. All right, let's start stealing some money." So that's what happened. That nigga got in office, didn't know how the fuck he got in there, because those patriot motherfuckers put him in there because they thought he was gonna save America, which he kind of did. That nigga held the fucking one world order off for 4 years. Y'all don't even know. That nigga got in office and started ripping up shit Obama did. Nigga, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck this, throw that out. That nigga was going all over like, fuck this nigga. And so he did kind of hold it off for about 4 years. But you see, the main push that whole 4 years was to get his ass out of there, because they had to get the shit rolling again. And did they cheat on the election? Of course they did. Of course they cheated on that shit. Got that nigga up out of there. But they had to do it. They had to steer again America in the direction they needed it to go. Now, they thought these mandate shit was gonna pop off. They really were really pushing on just railroading your right, just ganking you for your constitutional rights, and they doing it. Don't get it twisted. They were doing it. This mashing out. This, they're doing it by what is it? Public opinion. You know what I'm saying? By they're prosecuting you by public opinion. So we don't no laws, no real laws other than the mandate they tried to put down. But we're not gonna really do any laws. We're just gonna scare the businesses and organizations into forcing you niggas who you have interaction with. They gonna force these niggas into putting the mash down on you. So since the Supreme Court wiped that shit off, half of it anyway, they wiped that mandate shit off. What you're about to see now in this new now you're in 2022. You got the elections coming up, the midterm elections coming up. Excuse me, in November. All these Democrats is about to get smashed on. These Democrats is about to get mangled right now, right? I mean, and because most of the people are truly against this hokey shit. What you hear on the news about, we're close to 100% of people have at least had one hokey shot. That's some bullshit. If that was true, they wouldn't be mashing on you niggas this hard like they doing. If most of the people got it, that means most of the people have not got it. And why? Because they're looking at alternative information. They're going to Telegram, they're going to BitChute, they're going to Rumble, and seeing all the real videos. The one I'm about to talk about today, by Dr. Ariyana Love, who basically devoted her life since the Hokey came in, the Hovid came in. She basically devoted her life to just dissecting the research on it, on what's in it. Oh man, appreciate you. Who was that? Mahari John, thank you. Appreciate you. So she devoted her whole life to dissecting what's the lingo of what's in the Hokey juice, basically off the public information that they put out. This is the public information that you can go find on the Cat Dog Cat Agency and all that. She broke it down, so I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But you're about to see this rhetoric, this hokey rhetoric. They ain't gonna tell you. You just gonna stop. You just gonna stop hearing it. It's gonna. You're just gonna fade into the darkness because any Democrat pushing that shit right now is like, yo, nigga, your whole house floor is lava, nigga. Anywhere you touch, you getting your ass burnt up. If that's gonna be your points in your campaign. So they all leaving that shit alone. And then all these doctors are pushing back. They're all these lawsuits are coming out against these hokey mandates in these other states, which means now all of them are gonna start falling in these states. Y'all don't even know y'all won. Y'all don't even know how y'all won. Supreme Court, top nigga, top dog, Supreme Court up here. Every other court now has to follow that ruling. Meaning if your state has implemented a hokey a hokey emergency where you for your job or whatever that hokey mandate, that shit has been ruled unconstitutional. If you challenge that in any state, you can use that Supreme Court case to rule down the mandates in your state. That's how this shit go. That's why they know it was a major blow to these niggas. That's why you about to see this shit start falling. They're like, oh shit. They got to figure out another way to get you niggas rights. But don't think they not gonna still be pushing this. And you got Omarion, and you're gonna come out with Megatron and all the rest of these goddamn these Autobots and Transformers. But it's not working anymore. People, we're fatigued out. We're pandezied out. So none of it matters anymore. It doesn't affect us as emotionally as it did before. Even the people who were all for it. The people who were for it, and now they calling hokey hesitant because now they starting to see, hey, nigga, wait a minute, a fourth boost mobile? A fifth? Wait a minute, nigga. I'm just a walking big gulp of X juice. Like, nigga, goddamn, nigga, I'm just a walking Slurpee. X juice, nigga, what the fuck is this shit? Y'all didn't tell me, nigga, I was turning myself into a Slurpee. So, X juice Slurpee. So that's what's going down, man. It's slowly we doing it. You ain't hearing it because they're not pushing this shit on the mainstream because they don't want you. Whatever the agenda is, we know what the agenda is. This is part of this one world. We need to track everybody. We need to control all of that shit. This is part of that. So these reporters and shit on these stations, they can't say anything. So you get your alternative information. If you don't be looking at them motherfuckers, CNN and bitching in and all that. Fox will drop in some real shit though, here and there. I ain't saying get your news from Fox, but you can kind of peep some Fox news every now and then because they're the ones, the patriots, they're the ones who trying to keep the shit level because they're the ones who, when the shit is level and status maintained, they're in control because it's still a racist system. And the racist system is what they control. So they're trying to maintain that. Now I'll say, if y'all don't give a shit, y'all want this system to move into this one world government shit, the loss of power for these Caucasian people in the system is a major upswing for melanated people. This is your chance. The shaking up of this shit, this is the time for you to gain hold. All of this shit that they've been doing in the past to keep your ass down, the shaking up of this shit is a good thing for you. If you do the right shit to position yourself. You do the right things to position yourself. When all the dust settles, that means learn the law, learn your government. You got to learn the government, but the true form of government. But really, if you take your status back, that's the real thing. If all y'all who are in the system still, you still have a status that is above everything. Aboriginal status is above everything in the world. If you want to take that back, if you want to put the discipline, forward, and to be able to do that, all of y'all can take your status back and really run this shit. Because again, Aboriginal status in the world is the ruling status in the world. And that's the UN. That's according to the UN and all that. United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People. So, and also all the other countries who adopted that declaration. So that is the true form of how you get your shit back. But until then, while you're in the system, you still got constitutional rights while you in that system. And if you know those rights, you can make them adhere to those rights. So, you know, the system moving around is, you know, it's changing, it's moving. The old Caucasian Republicans are trying to keep it in place so they can keep their power structure. And then the Democrats are trying to move it into this new place where it's in this one world order, this reset where everybody's under control and being able to be tagged and tracked and this and that. Now, you know, they're moving into this new system. They're trying to have control of that, but they cannot. You cannot control the universe. It's uncontrollable. This is why they find it so hard to keep everything under the wraps. You cannot control life and God. It won't be contained. So all I'm saying for y'all niggas is it's your time to come up out of this bullshit right now. While all they confused and all them niggas is fighting over politically correctness and what is it? Critical race theory and all the rest of that shit. While they fighting over all of that bullshit, it is your time to come up out of this shit. While they distracted with the bullshit, time for you to come up out of this shit. But also, understand the Caucasian side, the people who are in that system who know their rights. Y'all got to link up with some of these cats, especially if y'all don't know your rights, man. You got to learn from some of these motherfuckers who know the system. they know how this shit is moving. They know they know their constitutional rights, which is literally why y'all niggas got the mandate shot down. Was it any of you niggas who went and challenged the mandate? How many of you niggas went? How many of you niggas filed a lawsuit against the mandates? One of you niggas? Two? None. I promise you, none of you niggas filed a goddamn lawsuit against them mandates or even joined a class action lawsuit against them mandates. So I'm saying it was them Caucasian motherfuckers who saved your ass. Whether you want to think, when you want to believe it or not, it's them Caucasian motherfuckers who know their rights who saved your ass. Stop letting them have the advantage over you by having the knowledge. Sit your ass down somewhere and learn this goddamn information. But you may have to join with a couple of them because honestly, they're trying the unity right now. The totality, the main goal is the purpose, and that's the savoring your freedom from the bullshit, from this one world bullshit. And just so y'all know, a lot of people saying they got to Trump because Trump is pushing the Hokey. Y'all niggas don't know who Trump is, do you? Do y'all understand that Trump is the most narcissistic motherfucker in the history of narcissism? Nigga, y'all don't know what that is. Narcissist was motherfucker who, this motherfucker who was handsome and he was in love with his looks so much he used to look at himself in the pond, in the lake, right, in the little pond. And the nigga used to get all, look at me, bam, bam, oh, nigga, look at me, I'm saucy, my nigga, bop, bop. And then this nigga got too close to the water, and the nigga fell in the lake and drowned, being in love with himself. That's Trump. That's your boy, Donald Trump. That nigga is a narcissist to the 27,000th degree. So when y'all say that they got to Trump, nigga, they would have got to Trump while he was president. If they if they was really trying to scare this nigga, they would have got to that nigga while he was president. So what happens is this nigga sees that the crack scene, the crack scene, or the Hokey, happened on his watch. Trump, and he put that out, right? So now that he sees that it's saving the world, so to speak, in the public anyway, the media is trying to make it seem like the crack scene, the cracksinations help save the world. He want the credit for that shit. Of course, nigga, if I saved your ass, nigga, I want the credit, nigga. Now, he ain't with the mandates. He'll say, I don't believe it should be mandated. He's like, but yeah, if any of you want to get it, you should get it because it's saving lives. And because why? Because he getting ready to run in 2024. And his base is not going to be just enough to get him elected. So he has to go with the wide range of, oh, I'm for the Hokey because he still knows that most of his base is still going to fuck with him. Even though he still says that because he'll say, I don't believe you should mandate it. So that kind of that kind of cuts him off right there from the rest of the niggas. But he is taking full credit for that damn Hokey shit because he believed that it saved America, excuse me, the world, really. He believed it saved the world. And so he's like, nigga, this is my shit. Give me my credit. So Trump is all about the credit. Just so y'all know, that nigga's all about giving me my credit. And you know, all of the truth, and as this, you know, he gets ready to do this, like I said, this stuff is starting to die down during 2022. You're starting to see all the truth that comes out about this, about how the Biden administration, through the CARES Act, man, this is crazy. I know y'all heard this before, but do y'all know how much money, you know, the CARES Act was giving the hospitals money for, you know, the Boogie V patients, right? So they were giving them money for testing for the Boogie V, being admitted with the Boogie V, going on the ventilator with the Boogie V. And if you died with the Boogie V, and there's one more they was getting paid for. So they were getting paid on 5 different ends. Basically, literally getting paid to kill your ass. Getting paid to say you have it, to test you for it, to say you have it, admit you with it, put you on the ventilator, and then on the death certificate, if you park down on the death certificate, they got paid for that too. Nigga, and now you wonder why them damn numbers was way the fuck up there? Like that. Of course they up there like that. So they was like, basically, I think they were the numbers were each hospital was earning like $100,000 per patient, around there, close to there. For if you add up all 5 ways they were able to get paid on a patient. Now, this is public information. This is the CARES Act. You can go see that they were getting money for this, and this. This is not alternative information. This is the stuff they put out there. You can go look up yourself. So, if you want to say allegedly, but it's public information that you can look up yourself. So, now this is the thing. While they're pushing this, they're also pushing because they, you know, on the low end, they're pushing. They see that the mandates didn't work, but they know they have the mothers and shit scared now. They've instituted this level of fear in the mothers for their kids, you know. So they, you know, a lot of and it's crazy. All these mothers went out there and got their kids hokeyed up on some experimental shit. That's absolutely insane. But they're pushing us like, all right, well, if y'all don't want to get hokeyed up, mask forever. They want your kids to mask up forever in school. This is, man, you think they are trying to change the world, especially America. They are really trying to change the way we think, we live. This whole shit is being flipped around to where they control every aspect of your being. You can't emote in front of people anymore. People don't know whether you smiling, whether you frowning, whether you this. This is, dude, that creates major anxiety, especially with people who already have trouble interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? It creates major anxiety for motherfuckers. And this is what they want, though. It keeps, the society that they want the lower motherfuckers in disarray and confused, while us niggas up here are in the know and we controlling all of you. Ain't no middle niggas. We done wiped all them niggas out with the wiping out of the economy. We done wiped all you middle niggas out. That's why, you know, we wiped out all the small businesses and all that shit. Now, here, us, you niggas. This is how this shit is popping. So mask in the schools forever. Y'all have to fight back against that shit. If you got a kid or a child in school and they are forced to, no. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You might have to hold your kid out. Hold the child out of school. And research has shown that kids who are homeschooled are smarter anyway. So you might have to bite the bullet and do the discipline and start schooling your own kids so that these motherfuckers don't have control and manipulation over their minds. Not just their minds, their spirits. You understand what that does when you go and you're not able to interact with people on a basis. This is the natural way of life. We came here to interact with each other and create relationships and grow from each other's experience. And you cutting that shit off, stand away, put a mask on. Man, y'all better fight back against this shit. Now they see it's being eroded from them, so they're grasping at straws. All right, well, we'll just mask up forever then. How about that? For what? Mask up forever? Man, this Dr. Ariyana Love, I was telling y'all about, I'm going to try to put the video, in the link description box, but it's not a link, it's the actual video. So YouTube may not load it up they may not accept it when I do it. And I don't have the exact link because it came from the Telegram. You guys have to get on Telegram and get into those alternative rooms where they're dropping all these information. Telling you, Telegram is where all the information is being dropped right now. All the information, man. All them videos. You just go through it, man. These doctors are on there just breaking off shit. So Dr. Ariyana Love, she basically discovered through the patents that, and you've heard that what these things are called. It was called gene therapy, right? Quote, gene therapy. That's the one side. And then Moderneasy called it an operating system. They said that. This is public information. Operating system, gene therapy. What is gene therapy? Gene therapy is when they alter your genes from one state to another state, just so people don't know. Your genes are like this, and then the genes turn up like this. They go from this to this. That's what gene therapy is, right? So Dr. Ariyana Love, she basically, when she started doing the research on the journals, the released information, the published information, she devoted basically the last 2 years to deciphering the information. She's a doctor, right? So but she didn't know a lot of this scientific shit. So she went and studied and broke this shit down and found out all of this shit that was in these, that they have planned. And this is according to the cat. So basically she said that the patents, that what they're doing to your genes is deleting them. Delete. Nigga, boop. See ya. Adios. Deletion. And then it's also replacing DNA with bullfrog DNA. This is some of the DNA they use inside the X juice. It's bullfrog DNA. So it's replacing your DNA with bullfrog DNA. Allegedly. I gotta say that. Allegedly. It's that's what it's doing. It's doing something. It's doing something. We have to, we have to put it out there, for the system, for the world. We have to get COVID. We have to be COVID positive for the rest of our lives. But just don't worry, it's going to be okay. So she found that it's deleting the genes. That's some real gene therapy. Deleting. Nigga, I know y'all know what delete. Y'all got a delete button on your goddamn computer. Y'all know what that means. She found this out in the patents. So, what the fuck? Not only that, she found other things within it that allowed, again, man, I wish I could say it. She found other things. There was other things. Let's just say that. There were other things that may allow you to, how do I say this? How do I say this without, other things that may allow you to link up with, basically link up with other electronical systems, allegedly, in the Hokey X. So I wish I could say more, but I don't want to say too much because you know how the YouTube bitches be when you say too much. So we'll just say, you know, allegedly in her studies, this is what she has learned, and that's crazy. Now y'all starting to see all of this shit really come out. Now this is published information. She didn't just go find this. She found this from the Cat Dog Cat released information. This is fucking crazy. She found this shit out from the Cat Dog Cat. Deletion. Delete. What the fuck is that going to do to y'all niggas in the next 5 years or so? Who got this shit? And shout out to the little homie who said, your parents forced you to get it, man. I'm sorry about that, bro. But you should have said, fuck you, mom and dad. Shit. Hell to the nah. You 18, bro. You an adult now. They can't force you to do shit. What you think they was gonna do? Were they really gonna fuck? Man, no, I'm not taking it. I ain't taking that shit. So, but, you know, shout out to you. There's ways you can get around it. Cleanses. You know, hit me up if you want a link to the cleanse that Dr. Ali Muhammad, he gives out in A.R.N.A. He gives a detox for the Hokey. So, but to the people, man, who got that, who was forced to get it, man, I feel for y'all. You know, you had to do what you got to do to feed your family, pay the lights, keep the rent, you know, get the rent on, all that. I understand. But, man, it's gene deletion, y'all. That's what this shit is. So what is that going to do in the future? Also, a lot of this stuff, man, when we talk about the zombie aspect of this, some of that stuff in there allows them to do that. That's all I can kind of say without actually saying. Some of that, allegedly, some of the stuff that's in there allows them to do that to people. Like with a flick you on, flick you off. So, y'all want to look up, again, Dr. Ariyana Love. Her interview, if y'all want to look up the interview she was on, the platform was called Iconic. And the O is a play button in the O. So the word iconic, ICKONINIC. But the O after the K is a play button, right? So look her interview up on that platform, Iconic, and that's what she breaks off. She has all her information. She has all the information there. She's reading it. She's sitting there reading that shit. So that's what's going on. Just so y'all know. Then, do y'all understand how deep this goes? The web it is. Do y'all know that your boy Fraudchi or Fauci, do y'all know that his daughter is a software engineer for Twitter? Did y'all know that? Fauci's daughter is a software engineer for Twitter. Basically, the one who creates the algorithms. She creates the fucking algorithms for Twitter. One of the people who creates the algorithms for Twitter. Come on, man. And you see why no real information is getting through and around through that shit? The nigga daughter is a software engineer for the goddamn company. Man, you can't motherfucking make this shit up. Nigga wife is head of bioethics at NIH, meaning she approves the crack scenes. She's the one who approves the production of this shit. This nigga's a family affair. This nigga own patents on some of the shit that's used in these Hokies. So when you gotta create a Hokey, this nigga Fauci gets paid. What the fuck? Y'all are being held hostage. This shit is crazy. This shit, you cannot make this shit, dude. This would be a hell of a series. And it's gonna be. This is gonna be the greatest story ever told in the next 10 years. Watch, in 10 years, when all the dust settle and motherfucking arms start coming out of niggas' necks and, and aliens start buzzing out of niggas' chest and all of this shit, niggas' legs start falling off while you walking down the street, and all of that shit. And I'm playing, but I ain't playing. But when all that shit start happening, then they'll be like, oh my God, what could this be? What could it be? Oh my God, oh my God. Maybe it was the experimental Hokey that you took that wasn't proven to do anything. Just saying, might have been that. And then, and then you see, it's getting so deep. And I tell y'all, man, y'all better get on your law, man, before they take this shit. America is the last bastion of freedom in the world. Y'all don't get this shit, nigga. America, and I mean this, America is the last bastion of freedom where the people truly control the government. There's nothing else like this in the world right now, where the people control the government. This is the first experiment like that here, and everybody else copied that in the world after they did that shit here. But of course, these colonist niggas was taking it from the Aboriginals, the Great Law of Peace. They stole that shit in the Great Confederation, the Iroquois Confederation, and all that. Of course, they stole it, so they got it from us. They created the government with it, the government. Then everybody else said, "Hey, nigga, that shit working nice. Teach us how to do that shit." But they didn't have the same materials because they didn't have separate sovereign countries that came together like we did. They had one giant country that was implementing that shit. So you people in America, you have the last bastion of freedom because you have 50 sovereign countries that they have to try to control before they really truly take control of your ass. The federal government doesn't have control over the states, only by manipulating them through interactions, like, you know, business interactions and shit like that, and funding and all of that. That's the only type of true power that the federal government has over the states. So, but they're banking on you niggas just staying asleep like a motherfucker while they, but again, thanks to your boy, Orange Orangutan, the Orange Avenger, Orangutan Avenger, the mandates got shot down. And you got a little bit of more leeway, a staying time before they flip this shit into this one world order, which is the main goal. They're going to do it eventually. They're going to figure out a way to do it eventually. But that shit right now, that shit has been put on the back burner again. So y'all gotta stay of execution right now. Pick up some goddamn books. Pick up some goddamn cards. Pick up some fucking, some Constitution. I ain't got my Constitution over this on my shit. But pick up some Constitutions. Y'all gotta get into this shit. Start learning your goddamn law. Man, get the Constitution on the goddamn, the Constitution app. You don't even need to pick this up. Pick up a book. Constitution app is $2, what? $1.99 on Amazon and Apple, the Apple Store. Costs nothing for y'all to learn the law today. But you better learn it before they snatch this shit from you. And again, it's been halted for a minute. So you better take advantage of it and don't be like, whew, they saved us. The government, no, you think they're gonna stop there? There's a major agenda that has been in plan for the last 100 years. But this one, this implemented plan, this part of the plan has been in production for the last 20 years. You think these niggas about to stop that shit? Because the fucking punk ass Supreme Court said that? You crazy. They about to find another way around that shit. And so, y'all better join this goddamn fight. I'm telling you that shit right now. You better lose this shit. Like in Australia. You see how Australia kicked out the goddamn #1 tennis player in the world? How the fuck do you kick out the #1 tennis player in the world? Because he ain't hokeyed up. And the reason he not hokeyed up because he said he had it. He caught the Boogie V, so he should have super immunity. But they don't believe in that. These niggas don't believe, nigga, out of all the fucking history in the history of the world, natural immunity been saving lives. Now all of a sudden it don't work. If it don't work, how come everybody didn't die out during the plague then? When that shit was a major thing, killing out major percent, 20% of the population. How come everybody didn't die? You know why? Because your immune people who had healthy immune systems fought that shit. Period. All these goddamn, the things that these pandemics they've had in history. They didn't kill out the world. Why? Because there are some people who have terrible immune systems, and there are some people who have super immune systems. Dude, your body, nothing is better than nature. Nothing. No matter what these motherfuckers tell you, oh yeah, we've created something that's greater than nature. We can do it. We have the technology. We can rebuild them. Fuck that bionic man, bionic woman bullshit. Nature is the #1 architect around this bitch. You understand? And nature has built you the ultimate immune system. And so homeboy said, yo, I got it. I should have a great immune system. They said, nah, nigga. You better get this. Hey, nigga, he's like, nah, I'm good. They said, all right, get the fuck out. 3 years. They kicked that nigga out for 3 motherfucking years. That's crazy. He only need 1 Grand Slam title to be considered the greatest tennis player of all time. Like, he's tied with Nadal and Federer for the most championships. If he win 1 more, which would be the Australian Open, that's coming up next. If he had 1 more, this motherfucker would be the greatest of all time. But they kicked that nigga out. This is showing you it's an agenda. It's a world agenda that they're trying to implement. They are trying to push this shit no matter what. Why are they doing it? Like, why are they going so hard with this shit? Like, it's motherfucking taking out everybody every 20 seconds. A motherfucker's dropping dead from it. And that's not the case. Matter of fact, let me get y'all some motherfucking, let me get y'all to some shit. Do y'all know that, first of all, just real quick, the death percentage has remained steady in the world since 2018. Every year. So I'll give you an example. So in 2018, 0.76% of the population died in the world. 0.76%. It was the same in 2019 and the same in 2020. During the big old pandemic. The same goddamn percentage. And not only that, in 2020, the world population increased. Wait a minute. It increased slightly. Oh my God, we're being attacked by the biggest Hokey V, Biggie Boogie V of all time. Oh my God, get in there, run in your homes. Oh no, get under the tables. But it didn't kill no more people than any regular shit in 2018 when we didn't have nothing. And 2019 when we didn't have nothing. 2020, we got this whole big blown up shit. Same thing. Same amount of motherfuckers died. And I guarantee you, that was even boosted. That was even, well, the numbers kind of balanced out because they stopped counting, flu. They stopped counting the flu as, the major one, or heart disease and all these major things that was killing people, and then just totally assigned it to this, which would show you that it was no major thing. It was still just the same things knocking niggas out, taking people out. They just equated it or, related it to this. Oh, wait, I know it's the same amount of niggas, but it's this nigga. It's him. It's him. It ain't the rest of it. No, it's him. I'm telling you. Man. This is motherfucking some bullshit. Y'all are all in this game. And did y'all just hear? This is crazy for the people who this really show you y'all shouldn't be out there. I mean, again, it's your own choice. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't be. I'm gonna tell you what to do. But this should give you just a little apprehension. Now, this is in the New York Post last couple days. The Hokey X can increase your risk of HIV. This is in Forbes. This is in this is the New York's Post. So this is not me. I'm only reporting what's been reported. New York Post, Forbes. The Hokey X juice can increase your risk of HIV. HIV, again, who was the man who was in charge of that too? Okay. Y'all niggas don't see this as some bullshit at this point. I know you do. That's why y'all here. But y'all need to get y'all need to get everybody else to see this shit. Y'all need to get everybody else to see this shit. I know everybody here, I know everybody who's here, y'all see that it's bullshit. But man, we got to get everybody, how we gonna get everybody else on this shit? Because it is some fuckery. And then we got aliens coming. Nigga, on top of all of this shit, they about to tell us aliens exist this motherfucking year. Nigga, what the fuck y'all gonna do? Huh? Y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck they do. They gonna tell you aliens exist as soon as you turn into one. Right before you turn into one. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ukalak from the planet Ziktar is, hey, Ukalak, come on up here and say some words to my nigga. And you know, when this nigga talking, your shit gonna be changing as he's speaking. You be like, oh shit. All of this shit going on, coinciding at the same time. I'm playing around, but I'm not playing. So, but the X juice can increase your risk of HIV. This is in the news. So, in the news, I mean, and this is all over the place. What I mean, this is reported from factual studies. So, if y'all got family members who are taking this and don't believe you, now y'all show them that. Hey, you don't want to walk around with that, do you? We know that'd be taking niggas out for real. So, there it is. We know this is some hyped up. This one right here is hyped up. This one has been taking niggas out since for 30 some odd 40 years. Again, since your boy Frauchi been at the top of of the government health organization. But man, this is the real deal. I just want y'all to understand. Like I said, let's get on it. You guys are in a place where most people are not in the world. You guys are, the power is within the people, truly, in America. Whereas it's illusionary in most other countries. They'll make them believe that. But if they want to put a countrywide mandate down or something down, they can do that. As you saw in Australia, in Italy, France, they can do that. With one fell swoop, people got nothing to say. They can just smash on you. They cannot do that here. They cannot do that here unless you don't know or don't give a fuck. That's the only way. That is the only goddamn way you can do this. And remember, their great reset is not our great reset. Our great reset is something. That was the conjunction. That was our great reset. The true great reset. That's what they putting out too. They're trying to work that energy. But no, don't let them take control of that energy. That's our shit. Let's take that shit back and be the gods and goddesses that we used to be, especially with this law shit. And I mean universal law as well as mundane law, because we created the physical law, man-made law. All of that shit come from us. Created from spiritual law. And so he's like, all right, well, spiritual law works like this. So, all right, let's write, let's make some shit. Boom, boom, balance it out. Spiritual law, man-made law, get on both, the yin and yang, and I promise you, you will see a different change in your life. And so real quick, on the break, talk about these movie breakdowns. So I know a lot of y'all been on the Wheel of Time. Which is great. A lot of y'all been hitting me up, been telling me you started watching the Wheel of Time because of the breakdown, which is awesome. Now, I went to film school, so, and again, I talk about this all the time, how in film school they taught, excuse me, symbolism in film, how to break down symbols and what the film is truly saying behind the scenes. because it's, trust me, and a good thing for you guys to watch to start understanding the breakdown of film. Start watching these YouTube nerd channels that do Easter eggs, movie Easter eggs. So I'll give you an example of a couple. Film Theory, that's one. Heavy Spoilers, that's another. New Rock Stars, that's probably the best one. New Rock Stars is probably the best Easter egg breakdown in movies and shows that you will see. But when they talk about Easter eggs, these are the things that the creators of these shows leave behind the scenes that you know nothing about, that has something to do with another story from, you know, from this book over here or this movie. Or you got to watch all that stuff. They place these things in there for the people who are truly got their third eye open. So this is, you know, this is understanding symbolism. So that's what got me into doing that. Then obviously getting into the, you know, the rest of the spiritual knowledge and stuff got me truly into symbolism and breaking down what this stuff truly means. So I got a lot of people you want me to break down, or you're telling me to break down, what is it, that show? What is it with the Dan Brown show, Symbols, or something like that? I haven't seen it. I didn't even know what the show was. I think it's called Symbols. It's supposed to be a follow-up show to what was that damn the Da Vinci Code? Remember that movie, The Da Vinci Code, with Tom Hanks? So whatever that show is a show that's supposed to have the same character from that movie. And it's called Symbols. I haven't seen it, so I gotta check it out. But I only say that to say this. I've seen so much shit, man. Like, I have no idea what to break down to y'all. I can break down so many goddamn movies and TV shows. I've seen so much of this shit that I forget a lot of it. So, I did 2 videos, movie breakdowns, part 1 and part 2. So y'all can go back and watch those videos. I went through a lot of them. But if y'all want me to break down more movies, just send them to me. So, you know, because I don't know, again, there's a lot of stuff out here, and I'm working, trying to get this foundation shit going. So there's a lot of stuff out there I ain't peeping right now. What is it? There, the lost symbol. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. The lost symbol. So I gotta go break that down. I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be my next one, because I literally had about 20 of y'all hit me up like, man, you gotta go watch that shit, man. They breaking down all kind of stuff in there, man. So all right. I'm gonna go watch the lost symbol this week. I'll figure and see what the hell is going on in there. I'm sure they breaking off some shit. So, and then I'm gonna do the video, and I may do it episode by episode, because isn't it like an episodic? It's like different episodes. So maybe I'll do 1 or 2 episodes breakdown, 1 or 2 episodes breakdown, instead of the whole thing. Because if it's like that, then they're probably breaking down different symbols, a lot of stuff in each episode. So I may have to go one by one. But if y'all want me to do breakdowns, man, send me the movie. Don't give me no simple ass movie, y'all. I love y'all, but send me some good movies. Send me some good shit, right? realnagas@gmail.com if you want me to do movie breakdowns. So I'll make that a part of some shit that I do, because again, that's what I went to school for back in the day. Martin Lawrence stole my movie, bitch ass nigga. But that's what I went to school for, and that's what I like doing. I like bringing all this stuff to you, as you see it, as we did with The Witcher and Wheel of Time, Red-Handed. I know a lot of y'all seen Red-Handed. Oh, I am amazed. So I know that. Thank you, appreciate you, man. I know a lot of y'all seen Red-Handed. I know Amazon Prime had no idea that movie was gonna blow up like it did. They bought that movie and stuck it in the corner and thought nobody was gonna see that shit. But apparently, so many of y'all, like, I had hundreds of y'all like, man, I went and watched that movie Red-Handed. That shit is disgusting. Holy shit, nigga. So a gang of y'all are watching that movie Red-Handed, getting that information. But now you see how they put that shit in those movies. The symbolism in the movie. That shit is real. And that shit is awakening and cracking and doing shit to your DNA, especially if you're not aware of it. If you're not aware, that energy is getting through to your body and cracking DNA and opening up shit and creating things in your body that you have no idea what's going on. It's without your will. That's what symbolism does. It's something that the subconscious understands that the conscious has no idea. It just keeps on moving. But the subconscious like, hey, nigga, wait a minute. That want us to do something right there. That little twiggly squiggly thing says we need to be doing this. Or that mean that. So get your symbolism literate up. All right. So any movies y'all want me to break down, realnoggers@gmail.com, and I will do that in the next coming weeks. But the new one, the first one is gonna be the symbolism movie, the Dan Brown the lost symbol. So apparently y'all say that's the one I need to I need to do. So I'm gonna do that one. And next thing, man, real quick, I showed y'all this in the thumbnail. This is called Carbon 60 or C60. All right. I don't know if many of y'all heard of this. So I'll tell y'all a little stuff that can help your body, you know, here and there. I didn't tell y'all about this. I had this a while back and I had forgot about this as, you know, as an alternative. But carbon or C60 is incredible. If y'all don't know about this, y'all need to go. And this is from Greska's Carbon 60. You want to go to GreskaC60.com. Excuse me. So you can Google that. Greska is GRESKA''S. Greska's Carbon 60 or C60.com. So now I'm gonna tell you the history of why I know this is ill. So back in the day, when we were doing the Dash Radio, we were doing the Zoe What show. I had a staph infection. I used an old razor and got a staph infection. Right, went to the hospital. They supposedly cured it up with some antibiotics or whatever. They had me in the hospital for like a couple days, and then got out. Supposedly it was fine. The antibiotics had killed it, but then it came back about a few months later in a different area, a place where it wouldn't. I had just a totally different area on my leg, which was crazy. I'm like, it was just insane. So had to go back to the hospital. They for another couple. I was in there for another couple days. They tried to stick me up with some you know, some new antibiotic bullshit. They were trying to, you know, aggressive shit. They were trying to kill the infection with. And so it was doing it, but whatever they were doing wasn't working fast enough, right? So the day I get out of the hospital, it was the Zoe What show. And I go, so when I got out of the hospital, I just went straight to the Zoe What show to be on air. And the day I went there, this dude was on the show. Zoe had this guy, Greska, on the show. And he had little sample vials of this, right? That he was handing out to everybody on the show, me, Jeff, Zoe, Timmy Tight Top. And, and I took this, and I took it that day, and in 2 days, the goddamn staph infection was gone. Y'all hear me? 2 days. I took this shit. Nothing else. I took this shit, and in 2 days, the staph infection was gone. There's no trace of it whatsoever now. So what this is C60. It's not like carbon, like, so a lot of people know about activated charcoal. Basically, that goes in, activated charcoal goes in your body and draws in toxins, right? It draws up. So like if you get alcohol poisoning, what they'll do is if you go to the doctor, they'll rush you to the hospital. They'll pump you full of charcoal, activated charcoal, because it draws the alcohol, the toxic alcohol, up to one spot, and then you just excrete it out. So this is not necessarily like that. Most people think this is like that. This is carbon, but it doesn't do that. It doesn't draw the toxins. What happens is this is a super antioxidant. You know, a free radical is a molecule that goes in and steals electrons from all your cells, right? And so you have to have, you have a balance of electrons on the cell, or the cell will break down, right? That's how life goes. Incidentally, really funny, this is how colloidal silver or nano silver actually works in your body. It goes in your body and it steals an electron from one of the, whatever the bacteria or virus that it's supposed to be fighting, right? That's how nano silver works. It steals one of the electrons, and then because the V or whatever the bacteria, it doesn't have it has an imbalance of electrons, it breaks down. So it literally dies because it doesn't have 2 electrons. So that's what a free radical does in your body. It goes to cells and starts stealing electrons from your cells. So, that's why you feel tired, because you don't have electrons, is what gives you energy, right? There's the electrons on your cells. Electricity, right? Electricity is what gives you energy, right? So also it's how your cells stay healthy, meaning your skin cells. Antioxidant. This is why you take, while they'll say taking vitamin orange chicken is very good for the skin, because it's an antioxidant. It prevents free radicals from stealing electrons from your skin cells, so your skin doesn't break down. This motherfucker right here is way better. And that not only prevents free radicals, that's what vitamin C does. It prevents the free radicals. It goes and stops the free radicals and kills the free radicals. This shit adds electrons to broken down cells already. So if you have broken down cells in your body, and what that doesn't have an electron on it, this motherfucker goes in there and gives it and adds an electron so that it's balanced again. This shit is crazy. How this shit works. I'm telling you, this shit is insane. This coupled with your nano silver killed the game, and some vitamin orange chicken. But this right here, I forgot to tell you guys about this a while back. It cured my staph infection in 2 days. Gone completely, never come back ever again. Whereas I was in the hospital once, they pumped me up for 2 days. That shit came back a few months later. Still had to go to the hospital for a couple days. After that, 2 days of this. So I had to drop this to y'all because they trying to, they got the war out against us. They got the war out against our health. So I had to come back and give y'all something that y'all can use. And carbon is already, this is how, obviously this is carbon. This is already, this is what melanin is, liquid carbon on your skin. This shit is. That's what melanin is, liquid carbon. Just so you guys know, on your skin. So, yep, Google C60. This is Greska's C60. I would get it from this person right here. This dude's company is the top company right here that I've researched, and again, I've used it. I haven't used anybody else's. I used this and it cured staph infection in 2 days. So you can go fuck with anyone else if you want to. All I know is this shit cured my staph infection in 2 goddamn days. Fucking crazy. Absolutely insane. So last couple things I want to talk to y'all about, man, is I want y'all to join this movement, this 1 million Johnny Cochran movement, y'all. It is going down. People are volunteering. We're getting on it. Our law classes are growing like crazy. People are learning the law, and they're learning it quick because of the community. You don't have to sit around and learn this stuff by yourself. There's a giant community for you to be able to learn off of and bounce off of, study groups and shit like that. So it's never going to be easier for you to learn than to do this now and try to join with us and do this and join that community. You can always learn the law on your own. Absolutely. Please do that. Create your own groups. Do that type of stuff. But when you volunteer for the Know Your Rights Foundation, you come in and you join this community, this volunteer group, this volunteer community, where you get in and you're learning. You join the class, you're learning. There's a curriculum. Excuse me, 2 classes a week. I do a police stop law class on Sunday, so that's 3 classes. So you're getting inundated with this information. So your knowledge gets super sped. And that's the mantra. 1 million Johnny Cochrans. We're going to do justice to our brother Johnny Cochran, who they took out before he had a chance to really affect change. He affected by us knowing what he did for OJ. That's what we know him for, but that's not really what he was about. He was an activist fighting against the criminal justice system, and he was a master of criminal justice. And not only was he a master of criminal justice, he was the smartest goddamn lawyer in America. By far, and they knew it, and they said it. Matter of fact, the dude, Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz is who all the Republicans and everybody be going for now. Alan Dershowitz was on the OJ shit. He was on that OJ trial, and he was the second. He was behind And that's the dude, he was supposed to be considered the great lawyer in America and all this and that. That nigga was under Johnny Cochran. Why? Because Johnny Cochran is smarter. Telling you. And so we got to do this brother justice. He was on the mission to to affect change as far as the criminal justice system. And they understood how powerful he was when he got Geronimo Pratt out of jail after being in jail for 27 years. And he got Geronimo Pratt out of jail, the Black Panther, who everybody thought who killed this lady, and he basically got him out of jail. He wasn't even, it was shown that he wasn't even in the vicinity when the lady got killed, but they railroaded him anyway. So you got Johnny Cochran, you got Geronimo Pratt, and then Geronimo Pratt was like Tupac's godfather. He would go visit him every month. And so you had all three of those brothers are gone. You see that? All three of those brothers who were revolutionary brothers, all three of those brothers are gone. And they were about to implement some shit. Johnny Cochran, he just bounced suddenly. Within like a week or two, they were like, oh, he got sick and he died. Word? Okay. We all know how Tupac got taken out. And then Geronimo Pratt, he survives 27 years of fuckery. He survives 27 years of fuckery in jail. And he got out of jail. And this nigga died. Right? When he was getting ready, he had the ear of the people. I mean, dude. Geronimo Pratt had the people. And he was getting ready to do some shit. So we want to do this, brother. We want to do these brothers justice. And like I said, there's only 4% of the lawyers in America are melanated. Only 4% of the lawyers in America are melanated, right? So we work that number out. That number works out to close to 50,000 lawyers. 50,000. Only 50,000 lawyers in America, or out of the lawyers in America, only 50,000 of them are melanated. That's crazy. Now, there's millions of lawyers in America. Y'all know that, right? There's at least 1.5 million, 2 million lawyers in America. But only 50,000 of them are melanated. And most of them are entertainment and corporate law, tax law, shit like that, injury attorneys. They don't do criminal law. Why? Because ain't no money in it. Ain't no money in defending criminals. Unless you defending a rich motherfucker. And most rich people don't hire niggas. Unless you Johnny Cochran. But he had to build that shit up. He had to be in the game for so long to build that reputation up to where the rich people hired him. Right? So, this is the game right now. This is where you want to be. This is the system of information you want to jump on and master. Because I can't tell you, man, if they see a bunch of y'all mastering this shit, what the fuck can they do? When y'all are there's no weakness in the chain. There's no weak link in the chain. All y'all linked up, all y'all know everything that they know about the law and more. You know the nuances, you know the loopholes, you know all of this shit. What can they do after that? Nothing. The only reason they've been able to do any of this shit so far is because you don't know it. As you've seen, the mandates just got wiped away. Why? With people who do know the law. So I would suggest we get on that damn band. All right? Let's get on that band to join the 1 million Johnny Cochran movement. Go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Volunteer. Get the police stop law packages. That's the Know Your Rights manual. That has everything that you need to know dealing with the police when they roll up to you, because they have to have you have to have broken the law, or they have to suspect you have broken the law before they're able to even talk to you, right? So that teaches you all of this and everything that you should know when they walk up. If they violate your constitutional rights, first off, when they walk up to you, you shouldn't say anything. You should just be handing them these cards right here, your constitutional rights card. Say, I don't answer questions, officer. And right here. And this also has what will happen to them if they violate your constitutional rights. This right here shows them that they lose that qualified immunity, which is that armor that the law has given them for when they violate your constitutional rights. If they don't know that they violated your constitutional rights. Well, if you say the court says if you knowingly violate my constitutional rights, then you lose that qualified immunity. Meaning, if I alert you that you are in danger of violating my constitutional rights, you are obligated to know to follow that up and not do that. Your next actions need to be an investigation. Need to be an investigation on whether you're about to violate my constitutional rights. And so, if you don't, and I've already alerted you that you're doing it, then you have knowingly broken the law, and you lose that qualified immunity. Y'all don't understand, man. They can't just do anything they want. And this is also the Supreme Court cases that go right along with that, right here. Even right at the top, it says cause for legal action and surety bond claim. So it lets them know right off the bat what you're going to do or what these laws will allow you to do as far as remedy when they violate your constitutional rights. And this right here is the book that shows you where to do it. This is the bond book, public official bonds. It shows you where these bonds are hidden in the state, because there are many, many bond laws, and they do this and they move them all around. So y'all have to do your research, but this shows you where the bond laws are, right? So they hide these bonds. They're all public information. Bonds are public information. So when you do this shit, don't let them tell you, we don't know what a bond is and all that. That's public information. They cannot hold that information from you, just so you know. A police officer's bond. So this will show you where to go find that bond. And then you also know we got the flashcards. Volume 1, Volume 2, coming out with Volume 3 shortly, all right? And then we got the Cracks-in-Nation cards. But if you're trying to go into a business establishment and they're trying to jump on you because you're not cracksinated or your child is not cracksinated, like they jumped on this lady in the restaurant and they made her leave because her 4-year-old child who's too young to get cracksinated, that he wasn't cracksinated, and the police came in there and made them leave. Okay, bam. Start suing. Y'all got to start suing right here. And Zoe made a funny joke the other day about how most niggas would do it. Y'all would just hold the car and be sitting like, see this nigga? Hey, you see this nigga? You know what this motherfucker allowed me to do, nigga? So that's not how you do this right here. Meaning they'll do this without having read it first. You don't know what's on it. Okay, so you need to read this, understand it, study it. This doesn't allow you to not know the law. This allows you to have to know the law. You read this, what's on it. Also, it comes with this page right here. Oops. This is a bigger page of what's on the card. So this is the study sheet. So you can keep this with you so you can know what's on the card. But this card right here, you hand this with confidence and you understand. You have to know, especially now that the Supreme Court just did away with vaccine mandates, you should have all the confidence in the world to know that you're in the right. The Supreme Court just said, fuck you to mandates. You have every goddamn right now to really throw this at them and really have the force behind it. So that whole package is on knowyourrightsfoundation.org. And like I said, if you ordering from therealknox.com and you get the great book of melanin research, I will throw this in here for the next month. All right, I'll throw this in the whole package in, the cards and everything. Only one deck of flashcards, though. You only get one deck of flashcards. But I will keep the vaccine religious exemption card in the package for the next month until February 1st. After February 1st, you got to go exclusively to knowyourrightsfoundation.org to get the card. You got to go there now for that if you just want the card anyway. I don't sell this on realknox.com. This is a Know Your Rights Foundation product, so you got to go there. But I will put it in the package if you guys order from realknox.com and get the book. And remember, you all get the alkaline cookbook. This goes along with you being healthy. You take the C60. I'm still on my cleanse, just so y'all know. Never felt better. Also, this is also anti-aging. Just if I didn't make that clear, we already black don't crack. But this adds electrons to your cells, to your skin cells and shit. This actually helps to reduce aging. That's what happens. You lose elastine or in your skin cell, right? When the skin cell starts to die, you start to lose electrons in those skin cells. This replaces that shit. Starts to pump that skin back up. I'm telling you. But this also right here, the Alkaline Cookbook, this comes with it. This is a digital book, so stop looking for this book in the package. I told y'all I can only give this to you digitally, right? I didn't write this, so I can only give it to you as a gift digitally. All right, so that's how that goes. But again, man, we have to pump up. We have to pump up our organizations. This is what we're doing. We're getting big. All of you guys have been loving it ever since we was on. Kwame gave us that shout out. A lot of you guys have really been coming over there, really wanting to know your rights, really buying up the vaccine cards, the packages. So this is moving faster than even I thought, man. This is going. So if y'all y'all better jump on this shit and don't get left behind, because then, in a year or so, y'all don't want to be like, man, I should have been trying to find out my rights with them niggas. Now these niggas is up here doing all this shit, nigga. Now I got to start from scratch. No, don't do that. Don't get left behind. Jump on this shit and jump on at the beginning when we're teaching everybody right from the jump, because we don't know where this is going to go. When we really start moving and we really start lobbying and getting laws changed and stuff like that, and start doing events and all that. So all of this is coming down. And for people who donate, we appreciate you. If you donate and you want us to donate a package to somebody, please leave us that information. Who you want the package to go to. That means if you donate above a certain amount, which is the package amount, if you buy that and you donate, if you send that amount and you want a package to go to someone, please let us know. We'll send that package to someone. This is what this is for. We got to get this information out into the communities. The major part is education, education, education. That's the first foundation. That's the first floor of what we're doing. Once y'all are fully educated, y'all knowledged up, because y'all know I don't do shit without knowledge. Once y'all knowledged up, then we can gangster stomp on these niggas. But you can't gangster stomp if you don't know how the moves go, right? So let's get knowledged up first. That's the main thing. And the last thing is we have a Spanish version coming out. For all the Hispanic brothers and sisters, because there's a lot of actually that watch the show, that watch the channel, which I had no idea, but there's a lot of Hispanic brothers and sisters, especially in different countries, who watch the show. But here in America, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and just Mexicans, and different other Hispanic cultures, they watch the show. So this is for you too. You in America, I know some of you guys, the English is hard for you to read. So we have the whole package being printed up in Spanish right now. That's what I said. All in Spanish, the whole thing. That means the books, the cards, even the religious exemption cards, the flash cards, all of this is being printed up in Spanish. We should have that package by February. So with that by February, we should have the Spanish version of the Police Stop Law package in the Know Your Rights Foundation. All right. So we doing, like I said, we ain't stopping, y'all. We out here to help you niggas save yourself. We ain't trying to save you. Let's get this straight. And I also want y'all to understand, we're not activists. We don't do the stomping and marching and protesting in the street. That don't do shit. We deal with knowledge. We deal with paperwork. We deal with the law. That's what moves shit. Marching and we shall overcome. We shall fuck that. No, we don't deal with that shit. We go down to the courthouse and we file injunctions and paperwork. We go down to the motherfucking state building. We file paperwork, goddammit. That's what moves shit. That's what holds shit. Y'all don't know that because you don't know the law. But when you jump on this shit, you'll understand. And so shout out to my Hispanic brothers and sisters for joining this movement. You've been getting at me, and now I'm putting that back out. We got the Spanish version coming out for y'all next month, so that's what's up. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. About to get me some vegan food. Shit. God damn it. And, I'm going to get back on my turkey burgers. I got 12 more days. Woo! 12 days. 12 days to my turkey burgers. But right now I'm on some vegan shit. Got to get out and get my food. Shout out to y'all, for everybody who's been supporting. I appreciate y'all. And I'ma holla. Deuces.